Greetings, 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 my V family all over the world. This is your chief. Welcome to my Insta Live. Live. Okay, let me do my first shout out. Aushaf Rafiq, Lady Sarah, Armin Razak, myself, Ashira, Lida Muhammad, the right side official. Parishan, Tipa, how are you? Hope you're getting well soon. My prayers have always been with you. QNet official, that's Rita. Kala, apa kabar? Kalai, what's up, my V partner, sister Kalai. Girly Aprili. Samira, how are you, Abu? Vicky Ras, what's up, Vix? The V official, that's the rockstar social media queen, Loreen. Kunan, how are you, Abu? Swarna, Jumbo and Nakupenda. Jumbo and Nakupenda. Zulu, how are you, Apu? I hope you're recovering well. Rushil Magic. Were you in the tower, Vix? I was in the tower. I'll be in the tower this week. Chaps, Sajan, Lloyde, Daniels, Mahmood, Perry, how are you? Good to see you yesterday. Rule 3 Club. Muqtadir, how are you, Apu? Uma Kujur, Pujak, Angel, Brazani, Kiran, The Sunshine, Rejoy, Komusta, Vignesh, Manoj, how are you, Apu? John, Wanakom, Shervani, Rebin, Aziza, I got to do a shout out to Suresh, to Irish, to Agatha, Rasha, who's always on. Arpit, how are you, Apu? Johnny, what's up? So Arpit, you are there. That means Brijesh and all that are somewhere wrong. Brijesh, Yashu, Heya, Binas, Hash, Niraj, Som, Sharmin Spot. So greetings, my unbelievable V family around the world. Firstly, Assalamu alaikum to all my Muslim brothers and sisters. Privyet, Kakdela, Lublu Tibie to all the Russian-speaking downlines of Japa and Datos Rivije. Bonjour, je t'aime to all my French-speaking amazing max-out kings and queens around the world. Salam to my Iranian brothers and sisters in Iran and around the world. Merhaba, QNet Promezon. All right. Vigets, hola, buongiorno, QN Europe. Hola, South America. All right. Aibuan, wanakam to GLL Lanka. Namaste, Avarjana. Komusta, QNet Philippines. Apa kabar, QNet Indonesia. Apa kabar, QNet Malaysia. Ni hao, Hong Kong and China. Xin chào, Vietnam. Menglama, Myanmar. Wanakam. Namaste, Namaskaram, Sat Sri Akal to everyone in India, QNet India. All right. Good day, mate, to all the Australians. Konnichiwa, Japan. We are coming. Sawadee-kap, Thailand. I'm sure there's somebody from Thailand watching. And greetings to everyone around the world. This is your chief. Now, firstly, it's been a very, very long day with the kids. I've been on daddy duty non-stop. Now, do y'all have biscuits that you dip in your tea? So when I was growing up, this is how we eat biscuits, okay? So you have the V cup that's tea inside, and you dip your biscuit, and then you, not too long, because you don't want it to fall off, and then you, memories of childhood. We call it dip. So, it's mandatory that I have tea after lunch, after dinner. And surprisingly, I don't drink much coffee. But when I travel, I drink coffee. Weird, isn't it? But when I'm home, I only drink tea. Just finished talking to 10,000 people in Delhi, India, Praneshwar and Kriti. It was unbelievable, guys. Congratulations, Digvijay. And then yesterday was the unbelievable Rule 3 Club, which some of you did not qualify to participate, and some of you did. All right. So those who participated in the Rule 3 Club, Congratulations. Those who did not, and you did like 12 presentation, 13 presentation, don't give up. Keep pushing and make sure you qualify for the next Rule 3 Club, which will be the first Saturday of December for the month of November. So yesterday was the October Rule 3 Club. Hang on, just let me get my air conditioning perfect. Alright. Okay. So, greetings, and welcome to my Insta Live. Today's topic is very interesting. Something I don't usually talk about, but I'm going to talk about it now. It's about revival. Revival, rebuilding, re-strengthening, re-energizing, re-establishing your team, your market. Applies equally to corporate. If you guys are going through a hard time and your team has weakened and you need to recharge it and make it stronger. Alright, I believe that nothing and nobody can stay on the top forever. Alright, I think the world has a natural way of balancing things. So you come down and then hopefully you go up again or get up again, like Dato Sri Vijay would say. And we all get knocked down in different shapes and sizes. We all get knocked down, okay, in life. A networker would have a drop in their weekly commission, potentially losing a team or a market for whatever reason. A corporate person may go through change of management, change of bosses, whatever else you could go through in the corporate world, okay? And then when you are down, comes a big moment where you have to decide whether you want to get up again. Because getting up again is hard work. Getting up again requires great sacrifice. You understand? And I think getting something started is far easier than doing something, getting knocked down and getting up again. Am I making sense, Kalai? Alright? So, the first thing I advise people to do is to decide whether you want to get up again. Because it's easy to assume that everyone wants to get up again. And there are some people who surrender to the defeat and they give up mentally, emotionally. They're still there, but they are zombies. You understand? They may still attend your training, come for your meetings, but they have decided not to get up again. So the first thing to get up again is the decision. And this decision is a difficult one to make because it depends how many times you have been knocked down. So getting knocked down, losing what you have built is always painful for anyone. Even a small network you lose or even a small network switches off. You feel it. You feel it like you failed. Alright? But I'm here to tell you that firstly, getting knocked down is part of life. It's completely normal. So don't look at the successes around you and think that they did not get knocked down. Alright? I think the stronger the warrior, the more battles he has seen, the more defeats he has achieved. I think the strongest of warriors are those who have seen a lot of battles, lost many battles, won some, but ultimately won the war. Do you understand? So it's okay to lose battles but win the war. So the first thing you have to do is find somebody in that organization, find somebody who is influential in that circle, alright, who will decide that they want to get up again. You need one person who believes. You need one person from that group, from that department, from that company, from that group of downlines who says, I want to get up again, Chief. All I need is one. I just need one warrior willing to fight to get up again. I need one warrior willing to go through some level of pain to get back to the moment of glory. Do you understand? One warrior. You get me one warrior in any country, in any group, in any office, and I'm telling you, we will rebuild that country. We will rebuild that group. We will rebuild that office or department. Are you guys with me? You just need to have that one person who says, I'm ready to get up again. Yes, I was knocked down. Yes, I felt depressed. Yes, I am frustrated. Yes, I felt like giving up 1,000 times. But no, I want to get up again. You just need that one person and spend a lot of time with that one person before you give a mega speech to the rest of people who have switched off mentally. Because the rest of the people are not interested in your speeches. They're not interested in what you have to say. They have their personal decisions to make. When you want to revive a team, when you want to revive a market, you want to revive a group, don't do it in a group manner. Don't do it mass production style. Do you understand? Do it individually with the initial group of people who want to get up again. Invite them home. Have coffee, not once, not twice, 10 times. Because you have to now correct their attitude. You got to help them regain absolute confidence. You got to build belief in themselves again. You understand? And that requires one-on-one mentoring and time. Before you rebuild the army, build one warrior at a time. All right, build one warrior at a time, because you need a voice there who will stand up and say it's time to rise again. You understand? You need somebody there. You telling them to rise again will never be as effective as they having somebody who was knocked down with them. Do you understand what I mean? I have one more biscuit, guys, if you don't mind. It's too good not to have it with tea. I'm not trying to be rude. And if I am, something wrong with you. I'm just trying to dip the biscuit before the tea gets cold. You don't want the tea super hot. You want it nice and hot. Not very hot, just hot. Like very warm. And after you dip and eat, take a sip. And slurp when you drink tea or soup. It amplifies the flavor big time. Trust the Japanese. All right, so now you need a voice there, because you are the upline. The market or the group is far from you. You may not be affected. You are still the upline. You're still earning money. You're still having a good life. You understand, Kalai? And now you want them to get up again. Your voice will always be a voice of hypocrisy, a voice of not somebody who face what they face. You understand? You will be an advisor. You will be the United Nations observing, like a United Nation observer. You're not truly a victim of the war. All right? That's why you need somebody who was there with them, who got knocked down with them, who lost equally what they lost. And you need that person, or 2 or 3 of people like that, to become the voice for that group. That's why you need to isolate a few people who have made the decision that they want to get up again, and work with them. Ask them to fly to your country. Stay in your house. I've turned around a lot of markets for Japa and Dato Sri Vijay. We have rebuilt a lot of markets. And we didn't do it by having a big event on day one. We didn't do it by proposing a VCon in their country. We didn't do it by having big events. We did it by spending time with the 1 or 2 leaders who made the decision that they want to get up again. And those 2, 3 leaders, I would go with them back to that market, where they become the primary voice of revival and I become the secondary voice of revival. You cannot be the primary voice of revival. The primary voice or the main voice of revival must be somebody who suffered with them. Somebody who suffered with them will always have a stronger voice than you while you were sitting far away in the comfort of your financial freedom. You understand? So if you go there and never tell people I understand how you feel, unless you have lost a market before, and tell them your story in great detail, all right? Or I always tell people, I will never understand what you feel. I just know what you should do if you want to rebuild this market, if you want to rebuild the team, if you want to rebuild your department and make it strong again. Are you guys with me or not? Then you have trespass. You understand? So don't tell people you understand what they go through. Until it happens to you, you will never understand. All right? So Make sure you have a voice from that crisis, from that challenge. It may not even be a crisis. People just slow down, comfort zone, whatever. But get a voice from there. Bring them to you. Spend days, weeks, months, whatever. Get that person back to 100%. I get up again. Do you understand? And then go with that person to the team, to the market, all right, to that organization, and start raising them again. Now, don't go there and say, all of you shut up and do rule 3. Take time. Reviving a market, reviving a team cannot be done with authority, cannot be done with power, cannot be done by instructions. It must only be done with care and understanding. You cannot hammer them to revival. You have to raise them to revival. Big difference. Do you understand? So go back to that market. Sit down. Spend time. Every night do power of association in your hotel or apartment. Bring everyone back closer. You're reviving a department, spend time in that office. Don't ask them to come and meet you in your office. You understand? You go to that office, whatever. Spend time. Because only time can heal wounds. Only time can ease pain. Only time and care can make somebody whole again. You understand? And then have small targets, small goals that you want to start. Even a presentation in a hotel with 25 people, doesn't matter. Let's do it. Let's do it. Book the hotel. Put 20 chairs. Invite 50 people. 25 will come. Still not enough place to sit. Looks full. Looks crowded. Do a presentation. Do 8 basic building blocks. Do training. You understand? But if you're going to revive a group, revive a market, do it with small goals in the beginning. Don't go there and say, guys, 5 people sitting in the room, and you go there and say, we will be number 1 by next week. Bull sugar. You understand? They are hurt. They are depressed. They need small goals, and every goal you achieve for them must have a sense of achievement. You should edify. You should recognize. You should celebrate. All right, smaller goals. Even go back to the basics of Find 2. Go back to the basics of group presentation, 20, 30 people. Go back to the basics of you helping them do presentation. Go back to the basics. Go back to the basics. Go back to the basics. Are you guys with me? You know? Don't complicate things by having big, giant goals. Go back, all right? Start with small goals. And then start building consistently, support them consistently. Don't be a seagull manager, just come and fly away. You understand? Come, poop and fly away. All right? Be there with them. Commit, not months, but the next 5 years, commit to them. If you go back to your home country, get them on Zoom every night, power of association. Get them back into the system. Revive. If one guy achieves his first check after a long time, edify. Recognize. Have a party. Somebody does Find 2, edify. Recognize. Have a party. Are you guys with me? Alright? You are basically, even though you may have 100 active downlines in that market, you're starting from zero. That's the mindset you must have. So, revive, okay, slow goals, small goals, revive with time and attention and care. But once you've identified 3 or 4 big leaders, all right, from that group that you are planning to revive, or the country you're trying to revive, then bring those leaders out and get them to spend time with your performing groups and your performing markets, or your mother upline system, or the V. You understand not? You got no one to go to. Bring them to Malaysia, coordinate with Suresh. I'll be more than happy to sit down and spend 2-3 days with them. All right. So bring them to the positive zone. Take them out of the crisis zone. Bring them to a positive zone, surrounded by the right people with the right attitude, and we can charge them up and send them back. But this has to be done consistently, every 3 months if necessary. And the group you bring out to meet me or meet the uplines or Arun Adli Sati, all right, this group will slowly grow bigger. Maybe first trip 2 people, then 3, then 4, then 5, then 6. But bring them to you, meet them halfway. They pay for flight, you pay for hotel, or they stay in your house, it doesn't matter. All right, bring them to the mega positive zone. and then send them back. 3 months time, bring another 2 new guys with the old guys, charge them up, send them back. You understand? This is fundamentally important, because I have only one rule to tell all of you. If you have lost a market, lost a team in your current market, your mojo is gone, your power is gone from that team, or left or right or whatever, or your whole group, all right, or your whole department. Every department, every team, every market can rise again. This is the truth. I have seen markets collapse, and rise to become top 5 in the world, top 10 in the world. Are you guys with me or not? All right. So there is a simple belief system that you must have, that I have. Anything is gone, we can rebuild. As long as there's one person who says, I'm ready to get up again, that's all you need. You don't need 100. Like Dato Sri Vijay says, he comes to VCon, he's only looking for 100 people. That's true. Markets have been built, markets have been revived, groups have gone from 5,000 UV to 0 and can be brought back again anytime, as long as you got one person willing to do it and says, yes, I can. Okay, we will revive any market. If your department went through a tough time, I'm talking to the corporate guys, and they slowed down, mojo is lost, just find me that one person, and we will revive that department in totality. Are you guys with me? I've seen Japa and Dato Sri Vijay do this for 27 years. A lot of our top 10 markets that we have today in QNet at one time collapsed and was rebuilt. Why it collapsed? Why people switch off? All this is no use analyzing. It just happens. The master plan has no flaws. But I am telling you, we can rebuild any market. We can reactivate any team. We can take somebody from from 0 to max out, back to 0, back to max out as many times as possible. There is no limit. It's limitless. You can revive your teams. You can start the new market. You can revive an old market. When I mean old, you can revive a market who knows QNet for 20 years. Any market can be revived. There's certain steps that you can counsel with me or Arun Adli Sati separately, and we will tell you how to do it. All right, but you can revive any market in the world, even after complete disappearance. Trust me. All right, and for example, we are relaunching Uzbekistan. We lost Uzbekistan due to corruption and all that kind of stuff, but we are relaunching Uzbekistan on Monday, and trust me, we are going to build it, and my dream is Uzbek to become the top 5 markets in the whole of QNet. We never abandon, we stay, we support, we do whatever is necessary. Are you guys with me? The same thing, if you have a team that's slowed down, revive. Follow the steps. Find 1 or 2 people who are willing to rise again. Isolate them with you. Get this reset. Get this built into warrior mode again. Then follow them back to the market. Spend time, commit, or follow them back to the team. Spend time, commit. Get off your high chair. Get off your glass palace and come back on the ground. Shake the hands. Hug people. Have your late night tea and coffee. You understand? Rebuild it. Okay? Anywhere in the world. I promise you. I've done this for 27 years for Japa and Dato Sri Vijay. I have rebuilt almost any market who has gone through the worst of the worst of the worst. Even war. Even total collapse of government and economy. Alright? Okay? We can rebuild it. It's possible. I've done it, and we can do it anywhere, anytime. You just have to believe. You just have to believe, my V family. Alright? So, please, rebuild anything. Don't just let go, because you have invested so much time. You have well-trained people who are just not ready to fight for their dreams. But they're well-trained, they're well-equipped, they have experience. Don't waste it. Rebuild, revive, reawaken. Alright? Even leaders who are in a comfort zone, you can get them out of their comfort zone and get them started again. Are you guys with me? Alright? And that's what I want to talk to you about today on Insta Live. You can rebuild anything. You can rebuild something that's been attacked, destroyed. You can rebuild it. You find me one person who says, yes, I want to get up again. That's all we need. And we can recover, rebuild any market, any organization at any time. Are you guys with me or not? All right. So guys, this upcoming week, you got the Wednesday message coming up. We've got some exciting content coming out from V2U. All right. V2U is our 4 language being hosted: English, Arabic, French, and Russian. All right. And they're going to do some cool stuff. And they're going to upload it onto Insta, on the V channel, my channel. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you haven't done it, why you don't want me to get the silver thingy? All right, remember, dip your biscuit in not super hot but hot tea, and then after eating the biscuit, take a sip. This is your chief. I've been doing a lot of calls today. I have an amazing call with the VPICs, Arun Adlisati, Dave, David. All right, we're going to put our final touches to 2026 planning. A lot of freaking exciting things happening. All right, this is the first week of rank month. Okay, we've got about 8 more weeks or 11 more weeks, I think, left in the year. Don't slow down. I always warn you, the world will slow down towards December. You don't slow down. You actually have to work harder. You got to do more events, more promos, more recognition. You actually have to work harder to keep people performing where they were. All right, we just got to work very hard in November and December. Don't sleep, don't get married, don't do anything. Just presentation, sustain, power of association, events, recognition, boom. Rule 3. Again, I did the Rule 3 club yesterday, and I told them to question the upline. So if you are in upline and your downline questions you why you did not commit or finish or complete Rule 3, that question is actually from your chief, your upline. Why? Just trust me. Do Rule 3. Just do it. Don't worry about the results. Just do it consistently. Every freaking month. And I promise you, great things will happen to your organization, your results, your BV, your checks. So Rule 3 Club, I want you to qualify before the next month's recognition of the Rule 3 Club. So this is your chief saying, I love you, I love you, I love you. And I'm very grateful to each one of you. I appreciate your loyalty, your love, your warriorship. And this week, let's raise the bar higher. Remember, we can rebuild anything, we can revive anyone, we can restart any market. I promise you. Just follow a bit of my advice, apply your common sense, counsel your upline, and worst case scenario, you got 1 or 2 people who said, we are willing to get up again, get on a damn flight, come to Malaysia, and let's have a cup of tea together. This is your chief saying, let's have a cup of tea. Love you.